Hey, great day to you all. I hope that you guys were all able to wake up super grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope that you were able to tell yourself all of the, the amazing things that you needed to set that elevated vibe for yourself. Like what? Well, hey, that you're amazing, that you're capable of absolutely anything, that you're the magician in your life, that you absolutely can create absolutely anything that you want in your reality to be factual for you, no matter what it is. And you may be thinking, yeah, right. I'm living in this, and I'm living with that, and I'm living with this circumstance, that circumstance, No. That's all a choice. So when you realize that everything is just a mere choice, well, you start to make better choices, realizing that you're not shackled to anything. Nothing. The only thing that you're shackled to in this reality is your body. And that's it. But when you're living soulfully operated, you understand this. And the people-pleasing stops, because you've realized at that point of enlightenment and soulful operation that you're an expression of the universe, but yet so is everybody else. And everybody else must have a unique experience here for their own individual learning and their uniqueness. Why? Because it expands the great consciousness. And that's why. So it's all a part of allowing people to be. You see? And yeah, my schedule was full today I was taking part in, I had registered for something, but I listen to my soul all the time. And I stay true to that. No matter what the situation, no matter what the circumstance, I lead with my soul. There's no thinking in there. There really isn't. Things that I bring my energy to either make me want to go to it or make me pull away from it. That is what it truly means to stay in your heart space at all times. There's no thinking there. That's your first brain. Literally. Guys, I'm going to remind you, you were in the full operation of your powerful soul when you were born into this reality. Yeah. You knew no limits. You didn't believe anything about yourself. You didn't function on a program, except you were functioning on perfect design. Factually. So that's what it means to be operating from your soul. Because that's where the magic happens. Literally. You know what? Let me shut off these notifications because you know something? There we go. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Sorry for the interruption. But, you gotta kind of question why you believe what you do about yourself. Like, why do you believe that you're incapable of doing something? Why would you believe that about yourself? Why would you believe that you're stressed out by anything? Well, because it's a false misconception about what's going on. Why would you believe that you're limited in any way? Well, because you've been made to believe that you have limitations. Restrictions. Whether they're money, circumstance, situation, lack of people, lack of this, lack of that, lack of whatever, that's operating from lack. That keeps you in fear. But when you understand in your heart space and you're so fully operated, as I am right now, it doesn't matter what the experience is, because when you realize that you have the energy of the whole universe and its perfect design fueling you, which knows no limits, no restrictions, no bad choices, no destruction. Holy cow. How would you not want to ride that cosmic wave of your own being? That is in perfect design. It heals your body naturally because it doesn't know destruction. It only knows harmony and balance. But it will fuel every one of your choices. That's the thing. And because we choose to hold on to these beliefs that are no longer helping us, well, our soul fuels that. Because it's meant to. This is why it's so important to get in alignment with your own being. What does that mean? You got to go within. Okay, like if you're functioning throughout your life, just going with the flow and just doing what you're doing automatically, and you believe that you haven't changed, you're just operating the same way, and you've been operating on a repeat pattern, repeat, well, you are still repeating the results you're getting. Literally. But if you are repeating a pattern of being stressed out, if you're repeating a pattern of being anxious, if you're repeating a pattern of feeling destroyed, you see what I'm saying? Because nothing's happening to us, ever. Everything is always happening for us. And you may think, oh shit, well, no, not if this happened and not if that happened. Yeah, but yes, it did, because that's what it took for you to wake the fuck up. By your own choices. It's man's free will. For the game of life. For this given experience. There are rules to the game. Well, the rules of the game are the laws of the universe. First rule of that is we are all one. Nothing less, nothing more. We are all one, primarily. And that's the state that you're born in. You know that because you know no separation. It is our family and our mothers and our fathers that teach us individualism and separation from them. We know no separation. So that's the initial state that you're actually born in. So this is not some spiritual journey, and this is not some, getting into energy, and this is not some, no. Every single one of us is born in this state. Yeah. You think that you knew a limitation or a restriction when you were trying to learn to roll over? No. Do you think that you learned limitation and restriction when you were trying to pull yourself up? Before you even learned to crawl? No. Well, from when you went from crawling to exploring everything, and did you know restriction? No. It is our parents that taught us restriction, always telling us no, 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 no. That's where we learnt limitation and restriction. So on top of all those no's, which actually installed in us what we believe to be possible for ourselves and for others according to what we were taught. It is a contradiction to the power of your being. Complete. You know, You do have the choice to operate from this same state even now in your life, no matter what you've lived. And that's how everybody is supposed to actually function throughout their life. And you know, I'm grateful for the episode yesterday, and I'm grateful for hearing that, you know, somebody that I adore greatly and I love collaborating with her, literally had mentioned that because she never really knew trauma, that, you know, but I was grateful to know that no matter what trauma I have survived, which I have survived many, it's like I've had a repeat pattern of trauma since the first in my life, without a pause. Literally, I could sit here and give you a timeline of my life right now and you would be blown away. Because, yeah, people know a couple of things about me, but they don't know my whole life. That's one thing I have not come out here and put out here. There's a lot that people don't know. Yeah, they may have their own assumptions of it, but they don't know. And the timeline of my life, when I look at the timeline of my life, I have not been without trauma. Like every year there has been real trauma in my life. Every year of my life. Yeah. Nobody can operate like that. No wonder why I had to be driven to next to death all the time. But that's why also too, when I had chosen to love a man, well, the negativity that I was absorbing off of him gave me a heart attack. But that was a learning lesson for me. Big time. Why? Because when we first hooked up, he never attached evil to his name. But when we were living together and I would ask him, why are you doing this to me? Well, he would tell me that he's not called evil for no reason. And that he's an asshole. And I'm like, what the? And that's where the confusion kicked in. But I should have listened to him from that point. But because I didn't see him like that, my brain couldn't accept that as a suggestion. Well, I had to feel the pit of who he was telling me he was in order for me to believe it. Okay? When somebody calls themselves evil and they are an asshole and they're telling you that, believe them. Believe them. No matter what you may think, believe them. Okay? Well, had he told me that, I would have never touched him. Yeah. But that only came out after the cheating and the lies and the physical and verbal abuse. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? This is so not the man that I met. Or not met because I knew him before. But, hey, what the fuck is going on here? And that's when I was told, well, I'm not called evil so-and-so for nothing. And very serious in his stance. And it's like I was talking to the devil himself. Literally. And I still forgave him. Even after that. After the cheating, after the lies, after the abuse, after the drunken outbursts, smashing the apartment, after everything, I still forgave him. Because initially, when we hooked up, I saw the core of him. Yeah. And it was very much different than the person that he was choosing to be while being with me. You see? So that's why I stuck it out. But it got to a point where, okay, fuck, if I don't hop out of this, I'm going to be dead within a year. Factually. I know, because any other time I was about to die, I was told. Well, I was told, yo, this wasn't supposed to play out like this, but because it did, now it's time. I was like, okay. Yeah, if you go watch my videos, you can see it. Listen, hey. But you got to listen to your soul all the time. And not anything else. And you see, I had been spiritually awakened before that. But I also had adamantly said to many that I stayed out of a relationship on purpose. For like 18 years. Yeah, I dealt with many men in between. Many men. Because I just love men. But that last one I committed to. Openly told everybody I've got a man. They're like, what the fuck? You don't keep men like that. What is going on with you? Well, it was the biggest lesson of my life. That's what was going on with me. Yeah. And I'm grateful for it. But you got to listen to what people are telling you soulfully. And judge it from your heart. It's either going to pull you or it's going to push you away. Yeah. And that's what happens. Energies either merge or they repel. Yep. So, you got to watch that. And you got to watch where you're putting your energy. Where does all of this tie together in this chat today? Well, listen. It happens to the best of us. Where we get caught in our thinking patterns and our programming. Because that's functioning automatically. So if you lack self-awareness and lack of discernment, look, if you're having any kind of chaos within yourself or in your life, or conflict within yourself and in your life, it's because of your lack of discernment. What is discernment? It is the ability to stay within the true governance of your being, which is the feelings and the knowing of your heart. So, if you stay within that space, no matter what is going on, it's either going to pull you towards something or it's going to push you away. Now, how did this even come up today? Well, because I was supposed to be doing something all day today. But where I go and I put my energy, I have to feel the frequency of the same thing, and I cannot be hearing anything that is not settling with my soul. Factually. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what name they have attached to them or what title they have in this world. I don't care nothing. My soul governs me all the time. I am not a people pleaser. Yes, people love to have my energy involved in things, and there's many opportunities offered for me to network and to do certain things and to do all kinds of things. Yes, of course. I'm stepping up. I'm like new meat to the market in that world. Of course. I know, but I see through it all. Look, me, this is my point to it all. Me, I don't go and tip my toes anywhere. So when I go and I present myself with something that I've registered for or an event that I go and partake in, look, if my soul is not pulling me to stay, it is telling me, okay, I gotta go. And if my soul is telling me, okay, I've heard something that I don't like, I gotta go. I do it. I'm a very informed, educated, and spiritually awakened being. I cannot hear somebody on the other side of the screen talking to me that believes themselves to be so tapped in, but what they are speaking about is non-truth. It's a disruption for my soul. It's a disruption to the energy of my being. Completely. I can't resonate with that. I don't care how presentation may feel in everybody else's books. I don't come out here with a script. And every time I come out here, I speak from the heart. And I say whatever's got to be said. So, what do I mean by all of this? Don't get offended or don't feel or take it personal if my energy doesn't resonate with anything that one of you guys are doing. Keep doing it because it's working for you. But no, I don't stay where things don't work for me. Seriously. So, I appreciate all of the invites and the open door access that I've been given to many things. It's expanded my learning. It's expanded great connections, great contacts, and I am grateful for it. But I cannot sit there and devote my time and my energy to anything that is not sitting right with me. And how do you lose my attention and how do you lose my energy is the minute I hear something being lied about. Or non-truth. Or the presentation of it is not settling for my soul. I can't stay. So it's not that you're doing anything wrong. Because clearly it's sitting with you just fine to be doing whatever you're doing. But me, I operate soulfully. There's no thinking. My soul leads the way and my heart gives me two feelings. Two feelings. So how does Toby govern her days and her choices in her days? Two feelings. I either get pulled to do it or I get pushed away from it. And that is the only thinking I need. Literally. And in order for me to get pulled towards it, it's got to be something stimulating for me. Because if not, it's not increasing any or sparking anything in my brain. You see? I can't put my time and my energy anywhere for my days that is not firing and wiring something within me. Unless I have something to learn there, hey, I got better things to do, even if it's nothing. Literally. I watch where I put my focus, I watch where I put my energy, and I watch how I feel anytime I jump onto anything. And I give it a chance. But in order for me to want to be in your presence or want to be a part of what you're doing, you got to be operating the same way as I am. Or I can't be interested. And you know what's fucked up is a lot of these big cats have lost, you know, like, look, they're at an end of it. It's like, yeah, okay, they're running mission-based or purpose, whatever it is, but if monetization is their only purpose, I feel that too. I feel that too. I mean, I'm not about money. I never have been. But damn, when I decide to, okay, it's time to make some fucking money, I make money like boom. You know something? Y'all want to, listen, I know what it feels like to wake up in the morning and decide to have 10,000 at the end of the day and have it. I've done it many times. And I have people that can testify to that. Man, I don't play. I know what I'm all about. That's why, you know what, I be careful because my energy is my biggest currency. And my intention and my intent is my hugest force behind it. Because what emotion do I embody, if any? A state of gratitude and love at all times. I fuel my whole being by the largest force, and which is infinite unconditional love. So I can make anything I want happen. Factually. I've saved my life I've healed my body. I've healed my brain. Getting younger by the day. By choice alone and belief. Hey, come on. Factually. So, I appreciate everybody going, oh, Toby, okay, well, you know what? Monetize this way, monetize that way, do it this way, do it that way, do it. Nah, man. I'm being fueled by the universe. I will do it the universal way and nothing but. And whatever my soul tells me to do. That's what makes me different. I am not here to people please. At all. And by me not pleasing you is going to trigger that shit that needs to be healed in you. Factually. And that's why I'm like a walking tower moment for people. Like walking karma. Because the shit that I'll trigger in you is exactly what you need to heal. Because if you're sitting there judging me, well, you need to heal that. You're sitting there denying what I'm saying to you, you need to fix that. Because I'm coming from truth and love. And nothing but. And I'm very choosy about where I put my energy. Believe it or not. Oh, yeah. So much so that I've sat alone in this apartment for months. I have not entertained or gone to any interest. No. I can sit here in silence. Hey, I've even started another book. Like, nah. You know what? If it's not soulfully feeding me something joyous, because anything that my soul pushes me to is bringing me joy. Automatically. There's no thinking there. Joy is already contained in your soul and in your heart, and that's where you find it. You don't find it in your programming, because your programming is a bunch of quick reference points to avoid again in your life. Yeah. Factually. So where's your true wisdom? It's not in your body. It's in your soul. And your soul knows. Better than your brain does, because your brain, 95% of it, guess what? It's operating everything in your body. You see? So if you really know the holistic, see, and this is what makes me different, is I don't specialize in one area. I had to self-master completely, energetically, soulfully, clear out chakra points, do the work to get to where I am. Okay? And you know something on another note? I've had a couple of people reach out to me trying to, let's say, recruit. Well, I will tell you this right now. When you come at me with judgment, that's the wrong thing to be doing. Because you're just your judgment alone. Sorry. That tells me all I need to know. Because I really don't care what it is out there. What backs me is source and the whole universe. So therefore, I have gotten to this point with zero backative ever in my fucking life. So I will proudly say it today. What is it you want from me? Because I definitely don't need anything from you. Because when you rely on source, you have all. When you rely on anything fucking humanly, you got nothing but the programming they're running on. Facts. You know, like I say, I'm very different. And I don't get scared Why? Because I know what's soulfully sourcing my life and making me possible today and making me have the knowledge that I have today. It's not any human, not any book, and not any governance of any affiliations other than to source. Everything that I've made possible, source has made possible for me. Soulfully. Those who have been in my life that have assisted me, they know they're highly blessed by source for it. Literally. So, if you claim to be as enlightened as you claim to be, just because you have power doesn't mean... No, let me put it this way, because even my soul and source is saying, nah, correct that shit. All right, I will. You may think that the power that you have is greater than the power of source, but it's not. No matter what governance you may think that you are applying and forcing on humanity, no matter what you are, the true power is source, source of all creation, source that has programmed every brain to be the way it operates, source who has perfectly designed the whole experience and everything in it, and nothing can be hidden. Okay? What governs me? The source of my creation and nothing but. And the only thing that I'm looking for in this life for the rest of my life is my divine partner. I'm not looking for affiliations like that. And I'm not looking for anybody trying to silence me. And I'm not looking to conform to any ways that are set in place by anybody, no matter what title they wear. Because unless they carry source, they have no relevance to me. None. You see what I'm saying? I can't be shackled to or buckled to or leveled down to anything. Facts. So when source has you, source has you. And you know, everybody thinks, oh, okay, yeah, you know, I want that connection and I want to be able to feel that. I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do that. And yeah, well, guess what? You would have never wanted to walk what I've had to live on this earth plane to be granted this. You wouldn't have ever survived it. Trust that. Factually. Like I said before, if I give you a timeline of my life, I have never come up for fucking air. Never. Well, I needed to connect a source for exactly that. Because that's the real, true fountain of life, is when you allow your soul to flow through you. When you want to talk about your cup being overflowing, people don't even realize what that really means. Well, that means when you're spiritually awakened and your full force is flowing through you and your cup is overflowing. And nobody even realizes it. Well, that's the true cup overflowing. And until your cup is overflowing, you should not be serving another. Because you must be serving yourself. Factually. So that's the real deal when it comes to that. It's funny. You know, today's an amazing day. You know why? I just got my order. So I got Starseed Oracle. And I got the Super Attractor cards. And I got Karma cards. And I've got Lover's Oracle deck. for the lovers out there that need a little bit of answers. And I got Archangel Michael cards. These are so awesome. You know what? A lot of people need to see the cards, you know, to relate. But when I went through these Archangel Michael cards, oh boy. Oh boy, I tell you the things on these cards. And there's a prayer on it too. I was like, oh yeah, nice. Beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. And I gotta share it. I just have to. You know why? Because I opened up time slots on my Linktree for readings. Well, I mentioned weeks ago that I had placed an order on cards. And I had asked Source, I'm like, yo, these cards are really expensive out here in this experience, you know? Like, I'm seeing that. How can I do it with the least possible money? Well, Source guided me to order it a certain way, and I literally saved $300 in comparison to what these cards cost everywhere else. So they were all like 80% off, 80% off, 80% off, quick sale. I was like, what? Okay. Packages of cards that are like $29.99 and I'm getting them for $4 or $5. I was like, what? All right, let's do this. So that's why I placed the order. And these ones, the chakra cards, I love these chakra cards. Why? Because they go according to your chakras. You see? So every color is color-coded to the chakra. You know? Like you got your red ones here for your root. And you've got your orange ones here for your sacral. And you got your yellow for your solar. And you've got your green here. There you go, for your heart. And then you've got your blue for your throat chakra. And I guess they use the purple, I don't know. Well, I'll have to check. Because I don't know whether they use the purple as your third eye or the gray. But usually the gray is the highest one. Your crown. So they must have used this, the purple ones for your third eye. Yeah, but I'm excited to use these cards. Yeah, because they're really, they're very much heart-filling. Like, you know, I opened up every one of these decks when I got them. Because I'm if I don't feel them, I gotta, it's either I pull towards them or I pull away from them. But they were all pulling me towards them. Especially these ones. Oh, I opened up these mindful messages and I was astonished. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you know, these things that have now changed are magical. Yeah, like these have real messages. Like, look, releasing anger. Anger is a natural emotion, but I can recognize that holding on to it can be toxic for me. I look at the person who has caused me pain and see them as a human being. They are, as the human being they are. I release the anger I feel and free myself. Freeing myself and expanding to love. I love these cards. Literally. Let me see if there's a message for us. Quick while I got it in my directed split. Okay. Expansive. Every day I am learning new things and expanding into my highest potential. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I love these cards. I love these cards. So, these are awesome. These mindful messages. And I also got these super attractor cards. Hey, these cards pulled me to them. You see, when I went and I checked out cards, it either pulls me to it or pushes me away from it just by sight alone. Literally, I don't need to check out what's on the cards. Nothing. It's it's all energy. So it either pulls me to it or it pushes me away. And that's the only thinking that my brain needs to do. But these cards, oh gosh, these super attractor cards. Oh, yes. You know what? When I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Look what I've been telling you guys. Okay. Like these super attractor cards, let me split. Let me see. There we go. Look at this. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. Facts. I'm really, really excited for anybody who's going to decide to book some time for a reading with me. Because I have so many new decks with specific uses, you know what I mean? Like specific messages. Like this, the Oracle of the Fairies. This is another magical, very magical deck. Very much so. Oh, look at that, right at the bottom. Tree Wisdom. The Tree Dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. Yeah, listen to the fairies. Sometimes you just got to. Sometimes you just have to. You know, the elementals. Abundance card. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. Hey. Why are these cards coming out? Because this is the energy of my being. You see? So when I sit and shuffle cards just like this with no intention out there for the world, it shuffles and it brings out messages according to my energy. Well, you can hear quite clearly what my energy is. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. Bottom of the deck where I check my energy, and it says, inspiration, be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. I'm open to receiving messages. Anyway, yeah, I got all kinds of new decks with great messages and awesome cards. Like awesome. The visuals on them, hey, I got excited like I was a kid in the candy store today. And look, I really like this new deck too. The Light Seers. And this was quite interesting. They weren't what I anticipated them to be. But I really like them because they're based on the regular tarot. So you've got all your suits, your wands, your cups, your swords, and all, you know, your pentacles. But the design and the depiction on the cards is quite different than... Look at that. I split the cup. I split the deck to the 10 of cups. But that's how I feel. I feel like my cups are full. All of them. Like, how could I not? Soulfully operated. See, so when you're dealing with cards, it's all about energy. They're just messages about your energy. Literally. I'm being called for split here. Nice. Yeah, 2 ones. Anyway, so I'm curious to see how these cards flow when I'm working in somebody else's energy. Because these cards are coming out super blessed because it's my energy, you know? But, yeah. I actually, once you allow me into your energy, can... Well, it's not like... put it this way. I feel your energy, I feel energies, but when you allow me into your energy to read for you, it's a different magnitude. Because there are some things that I'm not supposed to know. Because that's your free will, your choice, and your journey. Unless you give me access to it. You know, that's all about the guardian of the Akashic Records. You see? You can get a reading with somebody and it's very surface. Because you energetically have not allowed them into your energy. And nobody's allowed to dabble in somebody else's energy without their free will. So somebody has to be open to wanting messages, primarily. You can't just read on somebody who, first of all, they don't know you're reading on them. Because that is one of the, hey, yeah, You're not allowed to dabble in anybody's energy. You really aren't. And that's why it's so huge when people are talking shit about people and people are talking in a way that is non-loving towards anything. They're actually casting spells with their words, because when we learn how to write words, we are learning to spell. So, this is why I won't sit and talk shit about anybody, and I won't entertain arguments or fucked up conversations. Nah, I put it to an end. I won't keep doing that, because everything that we pump out into this universe, we have to get back, and we have to pay due diligence for it. We're accountable for everything that we think, say, and do because of our free will. And also, your soul is going to support every one of those things with your whole life force behind it. So every time you believe something about yourself, your life force is saying, okay, no problem. We'll make that happen for you. So every time you think, oh, fuck, okay, I need money. I need money. I need money. Well, your life force is going to support the fact that you think you need money. And it's going to create everything in your reality to prove how bad that you need money. Yeah. So it's fucked up. So you can't be telling yourself, oh, I need money. No. You got to be telling yourself, ha, money flows freely to me because I'm a fucking magnet and I have abundance. And I am abundant. And it's my birthright. And it's already there. I already have it. What do you mean? Need what? I already have it. And your life force will support that. But you thinking that you need fucking anything blocks you from it. It creates more of that need. Literally. People don't even get it. And then they cry about why their life is so hard. Well, it's because of what you're speaking into your life. You're spelling into your life. And your life force is fucking fueling it. So you're going to feel exactly that. And that's why I have a hard time listening to people that are talking shit. I can't. My soul cringes like, fuck off, man. Like, and that's how I am. And everybody who deals with me knows that. The minute they start talking shit to me, I gotta go. I gotta go. Big time. But energy says everything and it supports everything that you say. So this is why I've been saying, hey, you got to watch what you're thinking, what you're saying, and what you're doing. Because your life force is making that happen. No matter what you're thinking. So if you think you need anything, while you are producing more of that need for it. Yeah. If you think you are lacking something, you are producing more lack. If you think you're sick, you're producing more of that sickness. This is why you must watch what you are thinking, saying, and doing. And it's not about somebody else. It's what you are fueling into your life by breath alone. And by belief alone, because a belief is to make live. It's to be live in your reality. That's why it's important to check what we believe. And it's funny because I've been asked lately, Toby, what do you believe? I believe nothing. 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 Because where I'm operating from, there is no belief system or program. That is imperfect design, governed by universal law and universal flow of how things are supposed to function. So I don't have beliefs. I don't think. I don't need to think. Literally. And a lot of people have said, well, with that, don't you have to think about what you want to do or what? No. I make a choice, I fucking do it, and it gets done freely, soul-operatedly, and I breeze through it with ease. Just the way anything should be done. That's why I make so much shit happen for people. Because I don't sit there believing that I can't. Why do they come to me? Because they themselves believe they can't do it. Hey, Anka, how you doing, girl? Love you lots. Yo, I just got a whole bunch of new cards, for tarot readings. Yeah, these ones here, these are the super attractor cards. No, this is the spirit junkie cards. Sorry, this is spirit junkie, but I got a lot of these ones by Gabrielle Bernstein. Yo, I got a lot of cards. So we'll have to possibly do a reading sometime. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, so I'm glad that I see you out here. Yo, I was going on a rant, you know? Speaking soulfully like I do with a lot of spit and truth. Disrupt those fucking brain patterns and programs people are running on. What's the best way to do it? Fucking spit some truth. And you know what? I was supposed to be occupied all day today until 5 o'clock and I couldn't do it. I don't stay where my soul tells me, nah, sorry, can't stay here, no. So I'd rather be out here talking soulfully. Hope you're super blessed today. But yeah, people got to get out of their fucking programming and their conditioning and running on a pattern constantly that's in destruction. Because people don't even realize the minute that they speak this shit into their life, they're fueling it with their life force, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. So I don't think anymore. People say, Toby, how do you not think? You do so many things in a day. Exactly. Soulfully, heartfully operated. There's no thinking there. That's the true brain. That's the magic. That's where everything is made possible. Without thought. Thought is restrictive. Thought makes you fucking stay locked into some fucking state of being by thought alone. Nah, you don't do that to yourself. Shit, not at all. I don't operate like that. Listen, my face wouldn't be healing from total paralysis if I was stuck in my thoughts. Fuck no. Hey, come on. Literally. And my face is literally moving properly. The only thing is the meat that was eaten underneath. See, the line here is not fully formed. Fuck that. It'll come back. Like I said a couple of weeks ago. Within a month, this shit is healed. Why? Because I don't stay fucking brain fucking myself. That's why. About anything. And I don't think twice about anything either. If my heart tells me a certain thing, I go with it all the time. All the time. I'm soulfully led, and that's the way it should be for everybody. But as long as they're thinking about it and fucking... Yo, they're casting spells into their own fucking life and they don't even realize it. Fueled by their life force. Which is creating their states and their reality. No matter who they are. Anybody sitting there saying, oh, I need money, while you're actually fueling with your life force the need for money. Oh, yeah, and your life will fucking support that shit because it's your free will. But if you wake up grateful and you set that state of telling yourself, I'm amazing, and I'm grateful, and I have access to everything, well, then you do. And your life force will fuel that. That's why for this extended amount of time, I've been coming out telling people, I hope you wake up grateful. You know how lucky you are to be alive? Hey, tell yourself amazing things. You only talk to you every day more than anybody else on the fucking planet. What are you telling yourself? I tell everybody every day. What are you telling yourself? Well, your life force is fueling that. If you're telling yourself that you need this, well, then you're fueling the need and nothing but. If you're sitting there doubting anything, well, you are fueling doubt and nothing but. Hey, if you're sitting there in love and in full power for anything in your life governing from your heart, well, you're fueling just that. People break it down. Simple. People fucking cause chaos and confusion in their life. How? Lack of discernment in their heart. So they stay in their thinking and spit spells every fucking day and then cry about their bitter pot. Come on. Nobody's doing anything to anybody on the planet. The most harm that's happening is within the individual itself. Literally. If everybody was in the same page on this fucking planet and got together for 1 minute and joined the same vision of a new earth, it would happen in a blink of an eye. It's a holographic fucking reality here that you can manipulate every day. Well, when you're coming into this game, there's some rules to the fucking game. Number one, you gotta leave 3/4 of your fucking powers to come into this density. You have to accept to take on a physical form, which is what? Layers of frequencies. So, that's part 2 of the game. You gotta accept to be fucking limited. You got to accept to live everything that you've accepted in your life contract to live. Everything. No matter what. Because that's your contract for your life. That's why you were given the shot. Literally. This is why we're all meant to be uniquely different. And we all have specific contracts and learning. Because it is all a part of making corrections during the largest shift in humanity ever known to man. Why is it happening? To avoid complete fucking extinction and a reset. That's why. That's why people are enlightened now. Tap back into spirit, more so now than ever. And no, we can't be burnt at the stakes this round. And no, we can't be fucking thrown down the gauntlets and fucking mutilized and, you know, we've... Hey. The world's changing. And everybody wants to stay distracted on politics and sporting events and everything else that's going on in the world. It's all fucking fake. The only thing that's real is the power of your soul. And either you're a non-playing character in this reality. So what does that mean? You're just sitting back, soulless, fucking not tapped in, allowing everything but your own being to control your game. Factually. Because that's all it is. And yeah, I spit it raw and real because it's fucking facts. I did it to myself until I fucking tapped in and said, what the fuck? Hey. Or you can be fully operational and tapped in and running from your power and manipulating your game, because this is all it is. It's a fucking game. And some more rules according to the game. When you jump in, you got nothing. When you jump out, you got nothing but the wisdom and evolution of your soul from the experience. What keeps you trapped coming back to the experience? Well, because you couldn't get it right. So, how many times you try a new video game and you couldn't make it through the level while you alone jump back in to try to beat that level? Nobody's forcing you to do that, but your soul wants to do that. So that's what happens with the evolutions of our souls and the reincarnation patterns. Well, what's been going on this planet for thousands of years has been a karmic reproduction recycling system of souls. So what does that mean? Because of the amnesia and forgetting source and forgetting really who they are, they sell their fucking souls to the system, get caught in it, break themselves down, fucking... Well, that leaves you coming back to do it all over again until you figure it out properly. It's all a game, fuck. And everybody's taking so much to heart. No, everything that you pick up in your data is specifically for you. Anything around you that you have, you've created in your reality. Whether it's your kids, whether it's your this, your that, your whatever, whatever, whatever. But guess what? This is where soul contracts come into play. Because they're not just children in your reality for the experience. You're actually soul contracted to each other for the reality of this experience. Why? To enhance. To teach each other certain things. To literally be locked into this is okay, it's a part of your contract. You're contracted to people. You're contracted to certain things that you must live, that you agree to. So, when you realize this, you do not let the reality fucking cripple you. You fix it. Because from that moment, you've realized, hey, I'm creating this in my life. I'm creating this in my reality. Nobody but me, and I'm the one stuck in my fucking skin. Why am I inducing this shit on myself? Where does it come from that I even believe this is okay? That's the cleanup that has to be done. Like, I had to get to a point in my life where I had to ask myself, why would I even do half the shit that I've done to myself? Or allowed others to do to me? Well, you get to a point where you say, all right. You either take the learning or get caught in those fucking repetitive situations. And when I realized it was a mere simple fucking choice, hey God, why not make that choice? I'm like, what? With a simple choice, I could unshackle myself from hell? Are you kidding me? I love that saying, are you kidding me? But every time I say that, my dog goes and hides. Because when I say, are you kidding me? To any person, even my dog knows they don't want to be around with the next, what I'm gonna say. After that, literally. Yo guys, everything's a fucking choice. You don't want to feel the way you do today? Choose not to. Self-awareness, self-accountability. I love how Bruno says it. Radical responsibility. Literally. You have to own your being. You have to self-assess, look at your thoughts. Why are you even thinking what you're thinking? Why do you think it's okay for 1 minute? Why do you think it's okay to do what you're doing to yourself? What is that exactly? Allowing yourself to be completely out of whack, completely unstable, fueling all kinds of shit in our lives. Hey, come on, by speech alone? Why would you think that's okay to do to yourself? Primarily. Well, it's because of what was forced upon you in your first 7 years of life that makes you believe it's okay for yourself. Well, it's not. And that's a simple choice, too. To live in a program that every experience you've had in life is still governing and controlling your being, because that is what happens as long as the ego's in play. How does the ego get constructed? By experience throughout life and how it made them feel. What does the ego do? It controls your being to function and keep you safe and in balance and in harmony. Yeah, because you alone can't do it soulfully. So you gotta shut that shit down. Shut it down, because every response you have today, if you are not healed, it's your whole life responding to it, not you. And everything you're speaking into your life, you're fueling with your life force. So if you say that you are fearful, oh, yeah, your life force is going to fuel that. If you say you are stressed, your life force is going to fuel that. If you say you're out of control and you're commanding that, holy fuck, your life force is going to fuel that. No matter what. People don't get it. I need people to get it. Mere speech alone, when we learn how to write words, we are learning to spell. Okay? Simple as that. It's truth in plain sight. Well, everything that you think, say, and do, and believe about yourself, you're doing your own spell work on your own life, if you want to look at it in a different way. And everybody believes, oh, spell work doesn't work and witchcraft. And nah, you're fucking brewing your own juice off of what you think, say, and do. Every day. You're spelling over your life every time you speak something into existence. You're casting spells on your life. Giving your whole life force to it. To these fucking belief systems that are destroying you. These belief systems and thoughts that are keeping you out of whack and out of balance. Can't do that. Standing in your power and operating from your heart only gives you two fucking feelings. There is no thoughts attached. It either pulls you to it or it pushes you away from it. And that is it. That's the governance of my thinking. My true brain thinks for me. People still don't get it with me. I don't know how much I can explain this, but that's how I operate. So, you can't ask me. Well, actually, you can. You see, I can't even say that. Oh, my soul just stopped me dead in my tracks. Okay. I get it. All right, heard. Okay. So, it's as simple as that. This is what fueled the life today. And I'm being instructed to very clearly put it out there. Look, I love putting my energy in great places and with great people. And just because I may attend but very quickly leave something, it doesn't mean that you guys are doing wrong shit or whatever. But my energy is fucking priceless on the planet, and I know that. I'm not going to spend hours of my time in any kind of anything that is not beneficial and of my highest good for me, and for me to get a good return out of what it is I'm doing. So look, my energy is very different, and how I operate is very different than most. And I will not sit and spell anything bad over into anybody's life. I do not lie about information. I come out factually. Working with me is a totally different fucking experience, because I'm not looking to brain fuck you. I'm actually looking to disrupt your brain fuck. Down to your core. Because that's what genuinely has to happen. So, I don't sugarcoat anything. But also, too, understand. So, today, because I know there's going to be questions, you can ask me anything that you want. But you have to be prepared for a truthful, heartful, soulful, sourceful answer. Because I don't shift. I don't care who you are. I don't care what title you are. But I will call you out if you're fucking lying to me. Simple. So, I don't care. Like I had mentioned, there's a lot of shit that I mentioned in this live today. So, but, factually speaking, I don't care who you are on the planet. I can assist you. I don't care what title you think that you have. And let me say it like this. If you're sitting there with a bag of PhDs and a bag of fucking all of these little credentials at the back of your name, you're the one that needs me the most. Because you're the one that's way deep in your conditioning and your programming. Well, let's stop that mindfuck cycle too. Thinking you're superior to the world because of these attachments to your name. Because you're one of the biggest problems in the world if you're sitting here with all those credentials. Factually. And I'll say it too. When I see another human being, I see another human being. I don't see credentials, and I see right through the shit that they want to bring. And I see right through the fucking masks too. So that's what's different with me. And that's why many who can't be authentically them stay the fuck away from me. Factually. And it's better like that. Because they're not ready for the fucking disruption I bring in their pattern. And that's why they stay away. Because I hold people accountable to their shit. Yeah. And guess what? I hold myself accountable for my shit too. But operating like this, I don't create shit for me or for anybody else. Yeah, and it's guaranteed. Conversation with me, yes, I'm putting you back in fucking check. I'm going to disrupt your belief systems because it's not about operating from there. That's a bunch of lies that you were fucking programmed with according to what you believe to be your limits and restrictions and your capacities. I'm not interested in any of that. That's why I am able to feel and know energy and transmute energy. And function from my soul's energy base. Literally. I mentioned a lot of times about this energy harvesting shit that people do out here. Well, it's real. And I'll mention again why. You know? I know what it is to have to energy harvest. Yeah, laying in intensive care with no organs working, lungs full of blood. Every breath that I took, or the minimal little bit of breathing that I could take, I was tasting blood. I had to energy harvest. I had to pull energy off the nurses that were caring for me. I had to pull energy off the doctors. I had to pull energy from my mother. I had to pull energy from, I can't say visitors because I really didn't have any. Factually. Had a couple that came once. Even my children's fathers walked into that room and walked right the fuck out because they couldn't handle what they were seeing. Yeah. I had to learn how to energy harvest. Like, you know that video in that talking about the succubus where she's fucking sucking the life out of guys? Well, you see, I know all about that shit. But that's why anybody in my life benefits from me. Because I don't suck their life. I give them life. Literally. That's why I was able to get my grandmother out of the hospital into her home. Because I gave her a shot of life. I know what I do. So the power of my pull is the power of my push. So yeah, I spent 30 days in intensive care sucking the life out of everybody who came in contact with me to get the extra energy I needed to heal. Come on, I laid there for 2 weeks. I couldn't even lift my arm. But yet the doctor was saying, we don't know how the fuck you're healing. Well, I know how I am. It's not a joke when I say that when I left that last relationship, how deep it was to the core and how I had submitted to this energetic cord that once the devil came out, it was too late. I had submitted to it free willingly. So the only way to disconnect from that cord is to reverse submission. So I actually asked somebody who was here with me, can I borrow a little bit of your life force so we could tag team this and reverse slam this so that I could cut energetic cords? Because if not, I'm submitted to this for the rest of my life by free will. Factually. She said, yeah, okay, no problem. She didn't really realize the magnitude. Well, I had to succubus her energy, merge it with mine, and fucking overturn what I had submitted to energetically to cut cords with the man that I was just living with. And I said, because this cord pull, listen, I can feel him pulling me. I got to cut this fucking cord, and I can't do it alone because I submitted to it for life. Soulfully on a spiritual level. So yeah, that's a different magnitude of what you submit to. And that's why people need to really fucking get it right. Because, hey, shit. It's not a joke when they say, you know, wolves in sheep's clothing. Holy fuck, is it not a joke? Fuck. You gotta watch it. And you gotta watch what you're breathing into your life. Oh, wow. So I was just called to pull up this Lover's Oracle deck. Because like I told you, I got all kinds of fucking decks. Well, freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Damn right. And what's this one? A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. I love these cards. I love speaking correct things into this life and into this reality for everybody. And this is why I'll come out here and just talk, because as I breathe it into life, it is manifesting. Because that's all you need to do is breathe it into existence, because your soul is fueling that to happen. So what are you breathing into your existence? If you do not take the time to look at it, well, you'll never know. You're just going to run on repeat on your fucking programming according to everything everybody else believed about you. Well, wouldn't that be a contradiction to your own experience of life if you're letting everything else govern it but you? Factually. Yeah, maybe you're programming, but who programmed it? Fuck. That's when you say, okay, you know what? It's time to clear that shit up. Clean it out, plant in a new garden, fuck. Rip that shit up right down to the core. Make sure that's weeded, till it all up. Fucking get some new earth in there. Put some shit in there too, because we need that for growth. And we all know we got plenty of that. Hey, come on, shit. Make it happen. Because you're the only one that's making your waters fucking murky or stagnant or whatever the fuck it is. And I know I'm speaking to many today. Many. Because I kept the fucking garden full of shit and programming too. Nearly killed me. Time and time again. And then even after awakening spiritually, what the fuck did I just do to myself? I just had the best lesson I could ever have. That's what I did. Literally. And, you know, somebody asked me the other day, Toby, you mentioned like your life is destroyed. You know what? I'm actually not destroyed at all. Actually, not at all. When I look at it and I realize that, no, I don't have the furniture around me that I had before. And no, I don't have the car that I had before. And no, I don't have the jobs. And no, I don't have my company anymore. No, I don't have this. No, I don't have that. But guess what? Good fucking riddance to it all. Literally. You know how I sit here today going, yo, that motherfucker did more for me than I could ever actually acknowledge. Yeah. Because law of detachment is real, eh? And there's nothing outside of me that changes who the fuck I am. And I'm not about to fiend or feel lack of nothing, because I got every fucking thing that I want inside of me. That was ever created in this existence, ever. What more could I want? Literally. And if am I going to settle for anything but that for a divine partner? No. No one know riffraff. I know what riffraff is, fuck. I used to be riffraff. Why? Because everybody made me believe that about myself. That's why, and nothing but. And then I used to speak it into my life. Well, I speak nothing into my life now other than wellness, harmony, peace, balance, stability, wellness, evolution, growth, by the power of my soul, because it knows no fucking limits, man. Well, your soul's got the same operational as mine. But are you stuck in your human experience, or are you designing your perfect experience in your reality by your soul power and by your soul's perfect design? Or are you fucking running on repeat? Can't leave the yesterdays in where the fuck they should be, knowing that this is a brand new day. Brand new creation. You could be whatever you want today. Anything. A lot of people say, no, I can't because I gotta have this and I gotta have that. Nah, everything begins with a choice and a thought and a breath. And that's it. No matter what it is. You want to be well, speak wellness into your life. Tell yourself you're stable and in total perfect alignment with your soul. And watch it happen. But you got to believe it for yourself. Oh no, I'm going to avoid myself and the power of myself and stay limited in my patterns. And run on repeat. By choice alone. Yeah, okay. High five from far. You stay there, do that. I have no interest in that. None. None at all. No. Nothing's meant to stay the way it is. It always changes, and that's just the law. It's one of the rules of the game. Oh yeah, back to the rules of the game. You know, you leave here with fuck all, but the wisdom, right? Hey. And during the game, you're given senses to enhance your game. So your data processing center is your senses. All the data you're picking up in your life and living and everything, it is giving you data. That's why you got senses. To filter and process the data for your fucking processing center. That's it. Okay? To enhance your experience. To make you feel. Yeah. To make you learn. Yeah. Everybody don't even, the people wake up and can't even be grateful for their senses and don't they fucking acknowledge them. Well, those are running automatically too. Fuck. Oh yeah, it's just that one kind of day today that, you know, just gotta be said. And you know what? Yeah, I need a partner who's just as fucking gung-ho as me. And from that moment, when I got a man next to me as powerful as I am, holy shit. Holy shit. Look at world. Look at world. And a lot of people have asked me, tell me what it is I do. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I want to be at peace and I want to be with a partner. Because other than that, there is no point. Factually. Factually. I've had a full life. I couldn't give a shit if I cashed out of this experience tomorrow. But if I'm meant to be here, I will be. Simple. Do I have expectations for another person? No. Not that I don't have for my own fucking self. And I don't have expectations because I expect nothing and I don't set limits. Expectations in your life sets you to a limited mindset and programming of those fucking exact effects. There's a cause and effect to everything. So every effect you're feeling in your life, you're the cause of it. Self-accountability. Nobody but. Doesn't matter what we have to live and experience. It's how you see it and process it. That's the only determining factor. Well, I encourage you all today to get right with yourself. And if you need some fucking help doing that, hey, reach out. Or go get my books. Yeah. And enlighten yourself. Get some learning in it. Or what? You don't believe you're worth it. Or you believe you are the way you are and that's just the way it is. Well, your life force is going to fuel that. Oh, you think because you've had a hard life and you're not worth feeling great? Well, guess what? The universe will make sure of that shit. Anything you choose, your free will of choice, will produce it in your life. No matter what. And people don't get it. Well, I hope after listening to this live you fucking get it. And if you need some help getting it right, well, hang on to your britches and just book some time with me because any time with me is an awakening. Big time. Oh, I love these Starseed Oracle deck. You know, I'm being called to it. So let's see if there's a message. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. When I pulled out the deck, the first card that I'm looking at is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Oh, yes, I do every day. That's what people don't get. They see me come out here and rock the world and rock cages, say what I got to say, but you guys have no idea what I'm manifesting. And some things are better left unsaid. Why? Because others will take what you are trying to build and destroy it by spelling and speaking over it alone, with their opinions and their doubts and their shame and their blame and their guilt. You don't want other people's shit in your mix, so you do not give them that energetic cord to have that. That's why me cut a motherfucker off if he's in my mix in the wrong way. And I don't have no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I don't care. Nothing means anything to me in this experience other than the learning I'm taking out of it. Factually. I understand that my children are here on their own unique journey and I was just merely their fucking entrance. How many others can say that? That's why I can thank my mother for being mine. Literally. Oh, wow. Look at that. I got a same thing. A new earth. Yeah, that's right. The shift is here. It is happening. Energetically, man, it's happening. And people need to get right with themselves, because if you cannot hold the love in your heart and run from that, you are not going to make it. And I'll be the one to say it too. And it's not to induce fear. But if it does induce fear, watch it, because your life force is fueling that. Got to get right with it if you want to sustain and maintain and shift with your children. Why do I say that? Because the children are already primed and ready. And your training is supposed to have you primed and ready now too. It's not supposed to be throwing you off a balance. It's supposed to be empowering anybody on this journey. Oh boy, okay, so these are the messages out of this one. Jump in. Okay, so this is a specific message. Jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure. Say yes to change. Karmic relationship. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything that's unaligned must go. That's what I was just talking about. It's okay. Let everybody think I'm nuts while the natural purge is taking place in every breath of this day. Factually. And anything that is unaligned must go. And everybody thinks, oh, there's going to be some great disaster and this is going to be like a no. Listen, I've been saying it for months and people think I'm fucking nuts. But what I'm being guided and told is that when we're dealing with energy, right? Well, my frequency, because I'm spiritually awakened, is over my crown chakra. So my frequency that I hold on a daily basis is over 963 hertz. Okay? While the world is operating in shame, blame, guilt, fear, and denial, this is why my energetic frequency is such a different vibe from everybody operating in this fucking experience. That's why I must hold the vibe. Because with this true alignment, it's for the shift. I'm grounded to the Mother Earth all the time. Well, it's people like me who can be in their full fucking power and out of their goddamn head that are the ones that are shifting the planet, believe it or not. Well, this is the true governance that's coming back to govern the world. Factually. So, you're either part of the solution or you're a part of the problem. Now, if you're a part of the solution, you're on the midst of mastering yourself. Because you know what's going on. You're not allowing anything to be in control of you but you. You are a sovereign being. You do not allow yourself to be in a mental prison or shackled to any state that you choose by thought alone. This is all about operating from the 5D consciousness. Literally. 3D density is over. So everything of the 3D must be removed from your cellular makeup. That's why it's got to come up. The more you bottle it down and you try to keep it in, the more it's going to fuck your shit up. And that's going to determine whether or not you make the shift. Because people are either going to get really, really sick. They're going to go really, really crazy and kill themselves, which I've already... There's examples of that around me. Listen, there's been already 2 deaths on the block alone in the past week. And I know of somebody else who suffered, even a parent taking their own life. So, the world is feeling the shift. You're going to feel, you see it. People are going crazy or they are okay. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. Well, the ones that are genuinely okay are going to remain okay. The other ones are going to literally purge themselves off the planet because there's so much energetic influence pushing it to happen. Yeah. Guys, you got to get right with your being by your choice alone and step into your own power, or so that you can power play in this reality. You're either playing it to win it, and what do I mean by that? To be abundant by birthright. What truly is that? To be sourcefully sourced, with your cup overflowing, so that you can do everything and anything from your heart, which makes everything magical because it's either pulls you to it or it pushes you away from it. There's no fucking thinking involved. Thinking comes from everything that you've been made to believe. Well, the peace that surpasses understanding is the peace that's fueling you for your existence. You will not find that in your fucking program that was meant to keep you safe. And that'll push you to avoid everything that it thinks that you're not tough enough to deal with. Bullshit. Take control of that shit today. How do you do that? Well, you tell it to sit the fuck down, that it works for you and not the other way around. Don't be swayed by your brain. You're the one that's supposed to be operating this brain for you, that's working for you. Nothing but. Well, unless you choose to keep running on repeat by pattern. Not me, thanks. I did that for years. It almost killed me. How many times now? Now I'm running on perfect design. What's that perfect design? The power of my soul, the power of the whole universe, and the power of source. Source of all creation. So this is where I'd like to stay. And operate everything in my existence from that and nothing but. I hope you guys can tap in and stay aligned too. Stop letting the life experience that you alone are choosing to project be crippling to you. Because anything that you're seeing, feeling, saying, doing in your reality is by your creation alone. Factually. Our eyes are not to see, they are to project. Yeah. We see with our energy. Yeah. Well, I've had enough. And I'm sure all of you guys have. Because I'm a little too raw and real for most. And if you've stuck around for the live the whole time, because I can't even see who's out here from who's not. But I love you all. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this real raw disruption of your fucking brain patterns today. Because I should start calling that the fucking brain disruption fucking series. People, you got to get back into your soul operations. What's truly governing your life? Stop believing that you are a victim to your circumstance. Stop believing that you're a victim to your past or your life. None of that shit exists anymore but in your own brain. So if it's yesterday's even still affecting you, fucking clean that shit out. Because not one yesterday will ever fucking affect me in my today. Ever again in my life. Because it no longer exists. Try to get it back. Try to fix what you did yesterday. Try to fix what you induced on your body yesterday. You can't. Hopefully you'll get it right today. I love you all. Peace. Oh, guys, and yeah. Any kind of fucking reading. Any kind of tarot reading. I got all the cards. Book some time with me. Go to my Calendly and book some time. If you want a reading, if you want any kind of spiritual guidance, or if you need some help correcting your brain patterns. Because factually, that's what you get with me. You get results instantly. Yeah. I love y'all. Peace. Okay, slow connection. I'd like to finish the live. Can you come off my screen? Thank you very much. Love y'all. Peace.